where they said it was conservative, because on average, tournaments based on what they said kill 45% of the fish. There was 1,300 fish caught in this event. Now, let's just say there was 100 events per year held, and there was a mortality rate of 8.2. That gives us 113 fish caught. And then I sprinkled in like a 3% mortality rate and then a 45% just to be where they said it was conservative, because on average, tournaments based on what they said kill 45% of the fish. Now, based on that average that they said, on average this happens, that means we have 4,000 fish killed per year, 11,000 fish killed per year, and then 61,000 fish killed per year. But how many fish are in that body of water? Guessing on the fish population, let's just say the 3-pound plus range. We're going to say that there's over 10,000 bass in the Potomac River that are over 3 pounds. Okay, we're just going to say 10,000 bass. Well, if 4,000 were killed per year that are over that 3+ pound range, that means each year you're losing 41% of your 3+ pound bass population. 41%. That's insane. 8.2. Well, that would be over 113%. That means in 1 year, your whole population is gone. There are no more bass plus 3 pounds in the body of water. And this doesn't factor in just people keeping bass to eat, them dying of natural causes, osprey, you name it. So this is just from tournaments that it's saying if there was only 10,000 largemouth in the Potomac River that are plus 3 pounds, 1 year, done. There's not a bass left over 3 pounds, which we know is bullshit. And then let's go to what the Alabama Bass paper says, which is, well, 45% mortality is a conservative estimate. It could be way worse. Okay, let's just see that. That would be over 600%. Looney Tunes. You could be like, well, Tom, 10,000 is a small number. All right, cool. So let's just say, like they said, 45% is the conservative estimate. Okay, if there was 100,000 bass in the Potomac, that means more than half their population gets eradicated, boom, dead every year. And you take away 60% each year, you might not be adding enough back each year. The population would go down, you'd be done. And live well tournaments didn't just start. Live well tournaments have been around since the 70s. So math is not mathing for me, guys. And this is my whole point with doing this calculation is unless I know the percent population in that body of water, 45% doesn't mean much. If it's 45% of a guessed population of 10,000 largemouth, oh my God, we got to do something right now. But if you estimate in Neely Henry or the Potomac River, there's 1 million largemouth over 3 pounds, let's say, that's 6%. That's a drop in the bucket. And that doesn't count about the spawning class and things like that. And then again, when it gets back to this article here, yes, but then what is the population of that lake? I really, really feel like with these numbers that they use to scare you, you need to know at least a forecasted amount of like how many largemouth are we dealing with at that size. Ask these questions. Am I completely right? No, God, no, I'm not. But this is the questions I wish people would be asking. It's like, okay, you say in your study that between 50 and 80% during hot weather get eradicated. 80% is a lot. And even if that is not all year, you could throw 80% in here for half the events. It's still going to get these preposterous numbers like this. So again, ask these questions. It's super, super important. As fishermen, we dive into this stuff and ask intelligent questions regarding things like this.